My name is Jackson Waruingi from Standard 7 in St. Scholastica Catholic School, ready to present a speech about our world in 2050 and how we expect it to be. Today, technology and science have rapidly changed our world, and this space is often disorientating. As a result, these technologies have begun to open a new era of extraordinaries in our lives. Ever since the Industrial Revolution of 1828, the environment has been long forgotten. For quite a while, when mankind has ever made machinery, such as this machinery we see all the time, they have begun to destroy the environment little by little. The pollution from the machinery is destroying also our layer that prevents us from being burnt by the sun's rays. In other words, that's the ozone layer. So ever since the late, middle, and early ages, the machines have begun to do so much damage to our ozone layer and as well to our environment. The deforestation, the pollution, and everything else that's happening to our environment has begun to continue till today. Now, if this is our trend, then we'll never ever see our beautiful environment once again. So, what we need to do is to turn from other things such as dark and energy and agriculture. I'll talk much on energy and agriculture. Energy of the future. Today, most of the world's energy comes from non-renewable sources such as coal, petrol, diesel, and natural gas. And also the other 2% comes from renewable sources such as hydropower, solar, and wind. Only a few countries in this world are using such clean and pollution-free energy. Well, big countries such as Russia, the United States, Brazil, and many other countries in the world are beginning to use non-renewable sources such as coal, petrol, diesel, and natural gas. In the process of making electricity, they begin to pollute the environment by the harmful carbon dioxide gas, which comes from the machinery used to make. Also, the energy itself can also pollute our oceans. Our ecosystems can be polluted, and we'll have an ecosystem imbalance. So, if this also is produced from cars that run with such non-renewable sources, if this continues to happen, if this is our trend, then we might destroy the environment very dangerously. I put across the idea of using clean energy like dark energy. Dark energy is energy that is coming from dark matter. It was discovered in 1994. In order to produce this energy, I suggest people should use dark energy reactors, which are fueled up by dark receptive cells. If these cells are actually if my visionary comes true, we might see our beautiful environment stay intact without being destroyed. So, imagine if we use this energy, the world will use clean, pollution-free energy and never complain of being sick of these diseases such as asthma, etc. Agriculture of the future. Today, there are over 500 million farmers feeding us 9 billion earthlings. As a result, this farming also has brought advantages and disadvantages. The main thing is the disadvantages. The only thing that's also, this farming had begun to pollute our environment ever since the middle, late, and early ages. Poor methods of farming such as overcropping, monocropping, overstocking, and overgrazing they have also caused a huge destruction of the environment. Also, the use of tractors that use petroleum or diesel, they end up polluting our environment very fast. If this is our trend, we might even destroy our beautiful environment. The cutting down of trees has also continued. For example, the merchant in the tree factory says, cut down some trees so we can burn this tea. But he's forgetting, I need to plant some more. Well, if this is our trend, we might never ever see our beautiful environment again. I put across the idea of farming underwater. Underwater farming is this farming that the technique is actually simple. First, carbon dioxide from the ozone layer will be absorbed through the water, and then it will get in through bacteria that actually breathes out the carbon dioxide to plants. Each plants then use the oxygen comes out via photosynthesis, which then gives out oxygen for us humans to breathe down there. The water does not get in because the oxygen is pressurized, and the greenhouse will use the principle air occupies space. So if my visionary comes true, the produce of this whole world might quadruple from this percentage to this percentage, and the hunger of our people will be stopped very drastically. And also complaints about there is no food in our country, there is no food in this country, I don't know what will stop